the romantic result. This involved a team from the volcanic Indian Ocean island of Réunion. Wonderful run in the French Cup. Could JS Saint-Pierre-Raz get the result today, though?
Yeah, they were playing in the last 32. Only one overseas team has ever got this far before, and they came so close to getting through to the last 16. They went down to 10 men, JS Saint-Pierre-Raz, with 15 minutes gone, and they managed to hold Epinal, who play in the fourth tier of French football, until there were 3 minutes to go in extra time, and they conceded what turned out to be the winner. So a 1-0 defeat for JS Saint-Pierre-Raz, but a brave run in the French Cup.
Back to the Premier League, the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal with the 1-goal advantage over Sheffield United, John Southall.
Yes, we had to wait until the 45th minute for the goal. Arsenal 1, Sheffield United 0 right on half-time. Suspect Chris Wilder won't be massively happy with the goal that Sheffield United conceded. Ozil to Saka on the left of the area. He clipped in the cross. And there was the Brazilian Gabriel Martinelli, who got in between the centre-halves to tap in from 2 yards out. Very unlike Sheffield United. Until then, they'd looked fairly solid. Pepe's been the creative force for Arsenal. Twice played in Martinelli. The first he volleyed across the face of goal. The second he shot wide. Sheffield United have offered a threat going forward. Their best moment, Lys Mousset headed over from 8 yards out. Good chance that. But Martinelli, he's been brought in for the suspended Aubameyang, and he has the goal. Arsenal 1, Sheffield United 0.
And let's complete the set at St Mary's.
At the roundabout,
Southampton's run
exit.
continues. They have the 2-goal advantage over Wolves. Henry Moran.
They do. Southampton 2, Wolves 0 at the
Take
break.
the
The
exit.
hosts have been outstanding. Their full value for their lead. The opener came from quite an unlikely source, really. Centre-half Jan Bednar, ex-side footing, a bouncing ball home back into the top corner. Deep free kick, having missed everyone. The Wolves defenders static. 1 became 2 through Shane Long on 35 minutes. The striker flicking a header beyond Rui Patricio in the Wolverhampton Wanderers goal for a rare strike for the Irishman. Wolves have been limp and ineffective, so Hampton resurgent. They lead 2-0 at the break and on course for a third successive league win.
Henry, thank you. You're up to date in the Premier League. Back for the second half at the London Stadium, where it is West Ham 1, Everton 1 at half-time.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
The inaugural Netball Nations Cup starts on Sunday. It features 4 of the top 5 teams in the world. England will play their first matches on home soil since last year's World Cup, and they'll open the tournament against the world champions New Zealand. Delighted to say that New Zealand's World Cup winning coach, Noeline Taurua, has taken some time away from her team's preparations to join us live from Nottingham. And Noeline, how does it feel then to be back here in England where you won the World Cup just a few months ago?
Oh, look, it's fantastic to be back here. Obviously, when we were here in July of last year, it was such a good time. Not only obviously us winning the Netball World Cup,
at
but
the roundabout, take the third exit
as well. So good to be back on this neck of the woods, and the bonus is it's not too cold, so it's everything's going so well so far.
Yeah, for January, it's not too bad, and it's a new era though, isn't it, for New Zealand netball after you became world champions. As a coach, how do you adapt then and make changes to what was a successful and winning team?
Yeah, look, we in that campaign we had some great leaders, I suppose, and people, you know, at least 300 and something caps that we're missing in this tour. So it's something that I knew that we were expecting, and over the probably over the last couple of years we've been toiling away under the scenes and looking at our next level underneath. The exciting thing is that, like all teams, is that we're working towards a 4-year cycle, but
in
also
200
knowing
meters,
that you've got to blood some of these new ones coming through, this is a great opportunity for us to do that. One, when we're actually away from home, so you know, we don't get burnt that much, but also everybody's ready just to take the court.
And tell us about the selection of your new captain, because I understand this was done by a vote amongst the players and the management, wasn't it? Why did you decide to do it like that?
Yeah, I mean, last year, look, I've spent a bit of time in Australia, 3 years to be precise, and one of the things that I've learned from them is that actually that's how they do it. We've never done it that way, if I'm going to be honest, but I quite like that process. where, you know, the players have a say, and the players who they respect or trust, and people who make them feel confident and comfortable. We also, the CEO and our high performance director was also a part of the process, and the reason being is that now, you know, it's not only about the performance on court, but it's the relationships that you need to build with sponsors, you know, other organisations and media, which is equally as important as well to our sport. So we did undertake a process last week, and where those people were actually involved, and out popped Amelia Ann, who's freshly new, I suppose, to the leadership role. But I think things that people have responded or talked about was her genuine care for people, and also her consistent performance. And over the last couple of years, we are now classing her as an elite athlete or one of the best goal attacks. So, you know, she's got that captaincy role and leadership. She is supported by other people, and we're really happy what we're seeing so far.
Do you have to keep your fingers crossed, though, as a coach, that you get the person that you want voted in?
You know, I think sometimes when you do have a process like that, and I know with, you know, as a coach, you've got to follow through. No use doing something and then I go and pick somebody else totally different. So, you know, I think that's one of the things that you've got to be really confident about. And as I always know, you know, the people will speak. Everybody knows who's those ones that you want to follow. So, and Leah's popped up and everyone's got no qualms. They're really supportive of her.
Well, we wish her and the team all the very best. Just a final one then. What are your goals now then? How do you use this tournament then to